What it do? What it do? It's your boy, BX Brother 730. Hoodie, BX Brother 730. Bringing to you live NBA 2K19, SSBA. My League Online Season 3. Got my Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Phoenix Suns. I've been off this for a little while, man. Personal reasons. Other game preferences at the moment. But we're going to look to come in here, man, and try to get a victory if we can. Ocho's a real good opponent. Me and him always has great matchups, and he has a pretty dope unit. Hoodie X in the building. Lego. We wagging G, wagging G, wagging G, wagging now. Trying to get these subs up, man. I gotta really get back into Twitch, man. I've been really focusing on Facebook. Getting my trying to get my crowd up there. I need to get back to Twitch, man. I was very successful at. Yo, Hanson, what's going on, bro? How's everything with you, man?
This is Kevin Harlan. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Timberwolves. And it's the Suns to start out. Here's Melton. Pass to Harris. Puts it up. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Some incredible athletes in this one, Brent. Defensively, what does it take to stay in front of somebody who's got that kind of explosive ability?
For me, a small prayer. For other guys, it's knowing time, space, distance to make sure that you can collect anybody's first move. As you know, Kevin, you can't be thinking out there. If you're caught thinking, especially defensively, you get to read the back of the jersey of the guy you're guarding quite often. Can't happen here tonight.
And it can take your mind off of the other things you've got to do.
Well, yeah,
that was heavily
and
contested.
You're always using one key phrase, which coaches talk about in practice.
Yeah.
Help.
Oh, yeah.
I need help.
Help. Now, here's Ayton. Booker in the corner. Offline with his three. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there, but he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Now here's Ayton.
Ooh, where was the block over there? Henson was nowhere near him.
And at 7'1" and 2.
Shit, that's what it do, man. How the job treating you though, man? Good day, bad day.
Without foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And you know, guys,
Bodine, wouldn't you like to know, baby boy? Now, I don't stream through my PS4. I have a device called the the Elgato HD 60, and that's utilized for your PC. And I got a program that I use called Streamlabs OBS. So that's how I'm streaming right now. So it records the sound and everything like that as well.
Who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And stolen by Booker. And here they go. Melton's shot is
We're
good.
off to a slow start here.
Well, Jackson just sharing the rock there with the teammate. Make the simple play.
Not a fast start for the Bucks. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And here's Stevenson for three. Knocked loose.
Yeah, early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
Here's Melton to the middle.
How is that
No
not a
stopping him
steal?
there.
Come
Jams
on,
it in as he's
fellas.
fouled. A chance now for a three-point play. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
And the Suns have never won an NBA title. It's amazing for such a proud and storied franchise. Just one trip to the finals since the merger back in 1993. That was when they lost to the Chicago Bulls.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
I'm not sure if it's a bad start or unlucky here. 0 for 4. Can't think too much about it. Just got to get that first one to go.
Outside for Jackson. Now the Bucks moving it up. Trying to get something going. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5. Not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Down low. Pass to Ayton. Doubled by Henson. Kicks it out to Booker. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
On the way, Harris. Pass to Ayton. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. To the inside.
Reach. You're not supposed to leave,
Good.
bro.
And a nice assist from Booker.
Doing.
Harris has got his second basket of the night.
Well, Harris at 6'9" is a big body, and the defense has got to do a better job of pushing him outside the paint.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
On the wing, Jackson. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got his first basket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Pass to Snell. Back to Antetokounmpo. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Here's Melton. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Bucks trail by 7. Pass to Snell. On the wing, Hardaway. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Suns. On the wing, Booker. And Hardaway comes to help. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Now here's Booker. Ayton with it. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. It's good.
I got all the guys that I got no help on leaving.
Oh, that's a terrific
No help when the
pass.
dude and you
Ayton,
leave.
with
Like,
the
come on,
advanced
guys.
skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. 8 points for him.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And that one's good, Ayton.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over. And even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best four-man and slide them down to the five, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good examples. Here's Stevenson. McGee. Got a piece of it.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Now, here's Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 9 points in the game so far. Stevenson inside the three-point line. Nope, not that time. Nothing for two from the field. Suns leading by 10. And here's Booker from the arc. Wilson grabs the board.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Wilson. 5 on the clock. Here's McGee. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker outside. Ayton at the elbow. Antetokounmpo on the double team. Inside. Back to Jackson. That's his second shot.
God, I don't
and his second
understand,
basket.
fellas.
He's
Block
2
the
for 2.
fucking ball, man.
And already with the commanding
Damn.
lead, a terrific offensive performance.
And if you check out the strategy,
shit is
you can
annoying,
see
man.
already the plays that they're calling. Feels like they found a weakness or two in the defense.
Like, you can't block the ball. The ball's going through the bodies of my defenders.
He's a guy
Like, come the
who
fuck
has
on,
to be
fellas. Come
focused
play.
on defensively.
Good
To
pass,
the
man.
paint. And Ayton throws it down.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 11. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And stolen by Booker. And here's the break. Here's Bridges. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, a little too physical on that play. Tries to climb over the top of him and gets whistled for it.
Big difference between aggressiveness and awareness. There's no way he's getting that rebound right there.
Burt can't get it to go.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Outside for Jackson. Launches a three. That one misses. And Milwaukee the other way now. Outside Hardaway. That's tipped. Harris inside the line. Wilson grabs the board.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Yes.
Stolen by
my
Jackson.
God, man. Ah.
Harris inside. That one good for 2. Harris has got 8 points.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
It's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Phoenix leading by 14. The drive by Booker. Here's Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 11.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Robertson. Down low. Here's McGee. And it's McGee with the jam.
Well, Robertson, a nice job that time distributing the basketball, and a dependable player in these offensive schemes if he does that.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And the Suns making a change here. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Suns. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Bridges. At the top of the key, Ayton. Jackson with it. Guarded by McGee. And the basket by Jackson.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Ouch. 3 fouls for him already, and now if you're the coach, you got to think about sitting him down.
Milwaukee shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The Suns making a switch here. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
You know what? Now I know what's going on, man.
At the top of the key, Ayton. Back to Jackson. Ayton. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 17.
And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Here's Burke. Rebounded by Jackson. Here's Bridges. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Suns pretty much in control here.
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And Giannis adding muscle to his frame for these types of situations. He'll keep getting bigger and stronger, but willing to take the hit.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Booker. Anderson right side. Shot clock at 6. Bridges with it. The three. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
Pass to Booker. Aminu with it. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Now here's Burke. Antetokounmpo with the ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around toward the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force. And that paints a pretty good picture as to why the lead is as big as it is right now.
And here is Hardaway. Bridges with the board.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Booker. And the foul on John Henson. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
To the paint. And it's Harrell missing.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
Now Anderson, after Tim Hardaway missed from long range. On the wing, Booker. Over Hardaway. That one off the back iron and out.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Timeout called, the Bucks. The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Snell. Now Henson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
They don't want John Henson getting in that close. Feels like he could just reach up while he's on the ground and still get that done.
Now here's Harrell. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Pass to Hardaway. Doubled by Bridges. And that one's good. Burke.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Phoenix with the ball. 17 points was their biggest margin. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. Now here's Booker. 6 points for him. Pass to Harrell. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Anderson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And the Suns lead by 16. On the wing, Hardaway. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got 8.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here's Burke. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1. And that one falls for Burke. So both teams making some changes here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
And again, the Bucks miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Yeah, that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
The Bucks have knocked down 5 of their 9 attempts at the stripe tonight. Burke hits them both. Phoenix leading by 16. Here's Anderson. Just 5 on the clock. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Tobias there taking the contact, still leaning with it, scores it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Stevenson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
Pass to Harris. To the paint. Shot from 12. Here's Harrell. To the left side wing. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Anderson. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. The Suns shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. That's good from Harrell. Both shots good from the stripe. Bucks trail by 18. Stevenson outside. Pass to McGee. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Anderson with the block.
Good intensity on defense. Kyle Anderson using the length that time and timing it well to get the rejection.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And the Suns call time. And you ask his teammates, Tony Snell is a very soft-spoken, very modest guy. But, Greg, don't let that fool you.
No, he's a competitor. I mean, he goes hard every minute he's on the court, even now that he's playing big minutes.
Here's Booker. 8 points for him. And here is Harris. On the wing, Booker. That 3 off the mark. Bucks trail by 16. Stevenson left side. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Bucks have converted 7 of 11 free throw attempts up to this point in the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Booker looking around. Here's Ayton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, this is why the teammates for Booker are loving him. He keeps working on his ability to find the open teammate.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And it's Milwaukee's ball, trailing by 17. When this game is done, they'll be off to Miami to take on the Heat. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust.
Why the fuck is he on Ayton, man?
To make the extra pass.
Yep, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
It's fucking pissing me off, man. What the fuck, yo?
And the shot goes down. Ayton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, he's been on his A game, seeking good shots, and he's a huge reason why tonight they're winning.
Here's Stevenson. Pass to McGee. And stolen by Harrell. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Harris has got the ball. Harrell, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Bucks trail by 21. Outside Hardaway. It's tipped. Here's Snell. Pass to Stevenson. Clock at 4. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot to stop the run. And there's the bucket as Stevenson finishes it off. Stevenson's got his second basket of the night. Now Booker. He's got 8. In the corner, it's Harris. Down low. Here's Jackson. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line.
See it coming, man.
Tim Hardaway picks one up.
That's a pretty powerful play coming from Josh Jackson.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And Jackson with the block.
How about Jackson getting up and spiking that one away?
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Like to see that play set up. Got to have two guys on the same page, and Josh Jackson finishes it off with an exclamation point.
Now here's Lamb. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. For 3, Booker. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
That's a nice move on the bounce from Giannis, showing that the tools are getting sharper.
On the wing, Booker. The tray. Offensive rebound. Out to Harris. Takes the three. But he stays with it. Here's Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, that's good signs.
Three from Stevenson. No good. That puts him at 2 for 6.
In a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Now the Bucks moving it up.
Well, a little bit each fouled at a higher and higher clip. That shows about how much more aggressive and how much more confident and how much more usage he's had through his first few seasons.
Second free throw, no good.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
That's a nice stroke there from Devin Booker. He is a great shooter from deep.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and the layup falls. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Suns on top. They finish off the second quarter on a 20-6 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, it seems every season new records are set for the number of three-pointers made and attempted. It's proven to be successful, and of course, it is a copycat league. It's hard to know why it took so long for everyone to catch on, but now that they have, the effects continue to ripple throughout the league.
They sure have, David. Thank you. Here's Harrell, following the score by John Henson. At the top of the key, Ayton. Here's the teardrop. And the layup is good. Ayton's got 22 points.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Up top, Henson. To the inside. Stevenson. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Ayton.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
Henson not a floor spacer. Offensively, you'll find him around the rim.
He's a pretty good finisher in there, but he doesn't get a ton of opportunities. You're right. Defensively, you just like his mobility combined with his length. That's a help.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I mean, just look at the box score right now. He's not only filling it up with these points, but in every facet of the game.
They keep sending him to the line, and he has been unable to respond, missing most of them. He's only made 4.
Definitely not making the most of his chances at the foul line.
And here's Jackson. back to Harris. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Stevenson outside. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Henson's shot is off.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And it's Harrell at the elbow. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And here's Harris from the arc. Suns keep it alive. Takes a three. Not going to go that time. Outside Hardaway. Back to Antetokounmpo. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Snell. Henson in the corner. 5 to shoot. Snell, that's good. Snell's got his first points of the game.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
Harris outside. It's Harrell, top of the key. In the corner, it's Bridges. Pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside.
Very little. Let me try something. I'm losing, so I might as well. No rotation. Let's go here. Who do I have? Well, put those automatic. No help.
And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Even that's off. I don't have nothing set. Crazy.
And Phoenix making a change here. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Oh, I would love to see Giannis in the dunk contest. Wouldn't that be sweet, Kevin?
Mm-hmm. The three. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 5 now.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Inside. Intercepted. Harris looking it over. From deep. The shot, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Snell, that's good.
Well, he's very smart about spotting up in transition, and no one rotated over to contest that one.
There's the lob to Jackson. The shot missing.
You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And John Henson with the slam.
This is where a big chunk of the points for John Henson come from. Outside of offensive rebounding, he gets it done on the pick and roll.
Phoenix calls timeout. Suns leading by 20. Pass to Harris. There's the lob to Jackson. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Henson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Henson's got 8 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
A nice shot by Harris.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Now Harris. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Harrell. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. He has 6.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
Well, that's the second part of the equation there. Block out, be aggressive, and control the glass.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, he's been carrying them all night on offense, but at some point, he's going to need some help.
And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Milwaukee making a switch here. Pass to Harris. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Stevenson. Bucks trail by 20. Here's Snell. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Here's Lamb. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Snell. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Harris outside. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good. Harris has got a pair of 3s now here in the third for the Suns. Stevenson with it. Bridges covering. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Here's Lamb. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Yes, that goes in.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Phoenix calls timeout. And the Suns making a change here. Suns leading by 19. Pass to Ayton. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 5. Okobo off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
Count it, good.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Now here's Ayton. 22 points for him. Okobo with the tip. Rebound collected by Snell.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The rebound by Anderson. Suns leading by 17. Pass to Ayton. Rebounded by McGee.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
To the paint. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Woo, Tim Hardaway Jr. up and at it that time.
Right wing. Here's Ayton. They could use a bucket. Nailed from three-point land. And the Suns lead by 18.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
And the second free throw, good. Phoenix leading by 17. Okobo. The putback. Milwaukee with the rebound. Burke looking over the floor. And he converts the layup. Burke's got 10.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Phoenix calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis. And get away from the sloppy fouls.
And here are the Suns now. The lead is 15. .149 left to play in the third. Here's Booker. Shot, high post. Jump shot is good. 16 points for him.
He's got great touch, Devin Booker, especially from the mid-range where he's looking to be consistent.
Here's Burke. Here's McGee. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
It looked like he wanted no part of that. Superb defense there, really making it tough on him.
Hey, Brent, you look at how Kyle O'Quinn got to this point, mostly hard work and proving people wrong.
Yeah, just one Division I scholarship offer out of high school. Ended up being a second-round pick, and an unsung player who does a lot of things for you on the inside, plays with tremendous passion. And if I've heard correctly, he is the comedian in the locker room. So what else could you want, Kevin, besides some levity?
Here's Burke. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. That one goes. Count it.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Suns leading by 17. There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Pass to Anderson. Wide open. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10 on difficulty, that's an 11.
Burke with it. He's got 12. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Booker. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Phoenix with a 19-point. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Phoenix leading by 19 points. And here's Anderson. Pass to Melton. For 3, Booker. And botches the dunk. Now Lamb. And Robertson has it in the corner. Here's O'Quinn. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Stevenson trying to free himself up. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
Well, he makes it look effortless out there. Until the defense actually presents a challenge for him, expect those kind of results.
Pass to Booker. Puts up a 3.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Now here's Lamb. Back to Robertson. And here's McGee. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Booker. Pass to Anderson. Goes up on the wing. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Tremendous effort. I mean, this guy is already...
Oh!
And you take a look at Giannis in his first year as opposed to now. That's strength coming into play now.
Here is Anderson. Inside. Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Booker's got 20.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Here's Robertson. Just 5 to shoot. It's tipped. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Here's Melton. Pass to Anderson. Now Booker. Now Aminu. Covered by Lamb. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Aminu. On target from 13 feet. And the Suns lead by 19.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
And here's Stevenson. Pass to Robertson. Right side out of Tecumbo. And a wide open look for Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 19 points. Here's Melton. Booker left side. For three. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Free throw drops for Lamb. Phoenix calls timeout.
Timeout. Start it.
The Suns making a switch here. And Lamb drops them both. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Melton. Inside. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
And Robertson has it in the corner. Here's Lamb. That shot missing. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Melton. Pass to Ayton. Here's Melton. Guarded by McGee. Melton, no good. And stolen by Ayton. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Gets a very good look and converts. Harris has got 22 points.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happened.
Now here's Burke. Pass to Hardaway. On the wing, Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Ayton with it. Shoots over McGee. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, bad shot there. The trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
Pass to Wilson. Hardaway with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter. Even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter, well, that make right there, that could change things.
Now here's Ayton. Puts it up off the inbound. Good as the jump shot falls. Ayton's got 26 points.
Just great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Pass to Hardaway. And here's McGee. Defended by Bridges. Hardaway from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
For three, Harris.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to McGee. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Now here's Ayton. Burke covering. For three, Harris. Suns keep it alive.
Yeah, and that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
From past the arc, here's Ayton. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Suns call time here. Certain guys within themselves and still dominate. You played along one of the best that you saw up close in Tim Duncan.
Well, one of the things I think about with Tim is how many numbers he left on the board, Kevin. The way that Coach Popovich played him, minimal minutes, touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through, but how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position, but overall, the numbers would have been staggering.
And Phoenix making a change here. Off the inbound. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating.
Yeah, I don't think you're stopping Giannis on a drive like that. He just takes off and one stride gets by everybody.
West outside. Pass to Aminu. All alone. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
You got to be a little bit questioning of the defense because I'm sure they feel foolish for giving that guy that look, but they survived it.
And they pick up two.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
West with the ball, covered by Lamb. Shot clock at 6. There's the triple. The shot comes out. Good D by Stevenson. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Snell from outside. Cans it from downtown. Snell's got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to Aminu. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Hits the three-point bomb.
Back at you. That's payback for the three on the other end.
A little mano-a-mano there, entertaining, but you also want to keep your teammates involved.
Snell, no good.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
Bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession, and that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Up top, O'Quinn. Here's Burns. Off target with his three. Bucks trail by 18. Stevenson drives in. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And the first one drops. And Stevenson drops them both. Suns leading by 16. Okobo. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh boy, O'Quinn throwing his body around on the interior and using his size.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Bucks trail by 18. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Stevenson outside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, that's the kind of aggressive attitude Stevenson brings to the table. He's not going to sit back and settle for jump shots. If he can attack the basket, he will.
Now here's Aminu. West with the ball. Pass to O'Quinn. Okobo. And it's blocked by Stevenson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Suns.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for DeAndre Ayton.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Stevenson with it. West picks him up. In the corner, Hardaway with it. And airballs the triple. That one was way off. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Burns. Another three for Phoenix.
Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching.
You're right. And O'Quinn sends it back.
O'Quinn demonstrating solid timing there, and that's a pretty vicious rejection.
So it's the Suns winning easily here to come into an